Sweet potatoes have rightfully earned their superfood status. They're rich in fiber, packed with vitamins like A and C, and provide a good dose of potassium and antioxidants. Their natural sweetness means they don't need much to taste great, and their complex carbohydrates provide a slow, steady source of energy. No sugar crash involved. Whether roasted, steamed, or mashed, sweet potatoes can be a nutritious, satisfying part of a well-balanced meal. They even support eye health, immune function, and blood sugar regulation, thanks to their low glycemic index and high beta-carotene content. Marshmallows, on the other hand, are, well, fun. They're squishy, sweet, and nostalgic. No one's eating them for nutrition. Let's be honest, but they show up in everything from s'mores to hot chocolate to those mystery bags of Halloween candy. They're basically fluffy sugar with a bit of gelatin and air whipped in. In moderation, a marshmallow here or there won't make or break a diet. But they're not bringing anything to the nutritional table except a quick blood sugar spike and a temporary sense of joy. Think edible clouds of glucose. Now here's where things get sneaky. Put these two ingredients together and you've got sweet potato casserole, a dish that straddles the confusing line between side dish and full-blown dessert. On paper, it might sound like a clever way to get kids or adults with kid-level palates to eat more vegetables. But in reality, sweet potato casserole often comes drenched in brown sugar, butter, and a thick blanket of mini marshmallows toasted to a golden crust. The result? A dish that contains more sugar than some pies and more calories than an entree. It's like your Thanksgiving table is gaslighting you. Don't worry, it says, this is healthy, it's got vegetables. But in reality, you're having candy-coated mashed potatoes. The problem isn't the sweet potatoes, it's everything else we throw on top of them. That buttery sugar mixture that gets folded in before baking adds loads of saturated fat and refined sugar. And once the marshmallows go on, you've crossed over from savory side to full-on dessert territory. A standard serving can easily top 300 to 400 calories, much of that coming from sugar and fat. And since this dish tends to get scooped onto the plate alongside turkey and stuffing, people don't even realize they're doubling up on desserts. What's worse, the added sugar totally overrides the natural sweetness of the sweet potatoes themselves. These vibrant root vegetables are sweet enough on their own, but once you smother them in brown sugar and marshmallows, your palate stops tasting the subtle, earthy sweetness and starts craving more sugar. This kind of flavor masking tricks the brain into associating vegetables with sweets, which can make it harder to appreciate more wholesome preparations later. From a health standpoint, regularly eating sweet potato casserole like it's just another vegetable side is a dietary booby trap. Over time, frequent consumption of these sugar-loaded versions can contribute to weight gain, increase your risk of type 2 diabetes, and undermine any benefits the sweet potatoes would have offered on their own. It's like sneaking a dessert into your meal and pretending it's health food. The sweet potatoes may be trying their best, but the marshmallows are sabotaging them one puffed-up gram of sugar at a time. But here's the good news. Sweet potatoes don't need all that junk to taste amazing. With a few simple swaps, you can keep all the comfort and flavor without turning it into dessert in disguise. Try mashing them with a bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, and a splash of orange juice or maple syrup, the real kind, not the corn syrup imposter, for a naturally sweet dish that highlights their best qualities. Skip the marshmallows entirely, or if you must indulge, sprinkle just a few chopped pecans or oats on top for some crunch and fiber. So yes, sweet potatoes are an amazing, nutrient-packed food. And yes, marshmallows are a nostalgic treat. But when they team up in sweet potato casserole, the dish becomes less about health and more about holiday indulgence. Enjoy it if you must, but don't let it trick you into thinking it's a sensible side dish. Because let's face it, when your vegetables are wearing a sugar hat and a butter coat, they've officially gone undercover as dessert.